big story of this year for this team. Everyone thought we were going to have, Justin Ross was going to explode. Rashee Rice, that was all the preseason talk. But then the defense came out and has done amazing so far. Through 6 games, the Chiefs are second in points allowed per game, 6th in yards allowed per game, 6th in passing yards allowed, 7 guys with at least 1 sack, and we are 5th in defensive efficiency. Now, the Chiefs will bring in their big-time offseason addition in Charles Omenihu. Charles Omenihu is coming off at a season that he saw him post 54 pressures, 10 hurries, and 417 opportunities.
Yes, sir.
My question to you, JD, we got a little taste of Omenihu during the preseason and looked great playing inside, outside, all over the place.
Sure did.
How do you see Omenihu impacting this already stingy defense?
You know what, man? And I'm going to keep going back to my guy. We got to bet. Don't forget, we got something on this dinner, okay? It's going to be on you because Charles Omenihu is going to come out here and he's going to show himself. The guy that we got here, we got him here for a reason. But we know what he has, man. He's a long guy, 6'5", about 280, 285, somewhere around there. Got a lot of strength. He's got a lot of push with his hips. He could get low. He's just going to open up our defense even more on the defensive line, okay? He's going to be that guy, that missing piece, because I think we have been trying to get more sacks, and it shouldn't be just Chris Jones getting the sacks, but he's going to help out George Karlaftis. He's going to help out King Felix. He's going to help out all the guys, Dannon and those guys, just getting to the football. And so his versatility playing inside and out is what's going to be the key. I almost see him almost like a Chris Jones body type, really, that he can do. He can play inside. He can play outside. And so when he matches up on a guard where he could just get up underneath him a little bit quicker to get around, that's going to be hard, getting the pressure up the middle. So that helps out with the guys on the outside. Now when he gets to the outside, now he can work the tackle the way that he needs to, using his hands, using his strength, using his speed. But I just think as good as our defense looks right now, Charles Omenihu is going to make it even better, okay? The linebacker is going to appreciate it. The corner is going to appreciate it also. And I think with this type of his game, what he brings to the table, it's just going to amplify our defense even more, man. We're talking about a top 10 defense right now with Charles Omenihu could easily come in and be top 5 before we know it, okay? And I seen somebody talk about, well, the Chiefs have one of the best defenses in the league. Absolutely they do, okay? I talked about Justin Reed playing the most complete game I've seen him play, in my own opinion, last week. And he keeps bringing that thunder with him. Then it's going to be, man, I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to be in trouble. A linebacker's playing incredibly well, right? Bolton, Gay, Drew Tranquil, Leo Chanel. Those guys are just all over the field, man. They're doing everything. And so our secondary looks great. Sneed, McDuffie, Reed, all we talked about, Cook, Watson, all those guys, man, all playing in. Williams, I mean, so that's the thing about it. When you bring another piece like this, okay, a guy that we thought after during the offseason that we felt like was going to be that outside guy, here he is. He finally gets here to show what he can do. And what better team to do it than with the Chargers, okay? Because we got to get Justin Herbert off the grass. We said that. We got to get him moving. That's the thing about it. We can't let him just sit back there like a statue and throw that football, because he will. He'll pick you apart. But if Spags puts something up, and that's the thing about it, with Omenihu's versatility, Spags going to take advantage of that. He's going to take advantage, full advantage of it, and he should. But I'm excited this week to see when he runs out there, man, and what it's going to be about. The Kingdom's going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy. As soon as we get his first sack, he'll get his first sack this week. You see it right here.
Damn.
Yeah, you got it. Hey, you got it. Why not? He's going to be so juiced up. Why wouldn't he? Okay, I would. First time in the building, actually having a uniform on and playing for the Chiefs, I'm going to get that sack. I'm going to get one. So that's what I'm looking for.
And I love it. And I'm seeing, because you mentioned all the defensive players who really stepped up this year. And I'm seeing Edlow, TEAGR. Mike Edwards has been great too. And Mike Edwards is one of the guys I've said so far this season, he's been the most underrated acquisition we've had. Everyone talks about Drew Tranquil. No one really talks about Mike Edwards and what he's done. He's a ball hawk back there. I love the Mike Edwards signing.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Mike Edwards is just like he's like the mechanic, right? You can always rely on him, know he's going to do everything right. Okay. You know he's always going to be there. Just when everything breaks down, here comes Mike Edwards making a play. There he is. And so that's a great problem to have when you have so many guys, and Mike Edwards need to be getting you like, okay, where's Mike? Mike to be playing. But I mean, he, crafty vet. You know what he brings to the table. His leadership in itself, he brings that to the table. So,
and he's one of the few guys that brought over a Super Bowl. I mean, won in Tampa. And he brought that Super Bowl experience over to replace Thornhill, who was also another Super Bowl winning safety, for another safety to come in there and kind of bring that. It's great. But you're talking about Omenihu, because we talk about for years we've talked about getting edge rushers. And now with Omenihu in there, and obviously we talk about how you can rotate Jones and Omenihu on the edge and inside. They can do it all, versatile wise on the line. Mike Dana, Karlaftis, FAU, the King Felix, who we have someone who wants your thoughts on King Felix, but then you got Malik Herring. I mean, we have so many guys that we're just rotating on the edges now. It's just like this is what we wanted. This is what Spags, I'm sure, has been wanting since he got to Kansas City. And now we finally have a plethora of just guys who just rotate and just attack the quarterback. It's just so amazing. It's gonna be it's now to the point where now when we watch Chiefs games, I'm actually excited to see if we punt the ball, have a 3 and out. I'm excited to see our defense now. Where in the past, like, you're cringing, like, man, what's going to happen on this drive? Like, how far are they going to get down there? Are we going to stop them and they're going to kick a field goal? I mean, that's usually what it was. It was like, all right, at least it's home to a field goal. And then, but now it's like it's so fun to watch. Well, what are your thoughts on obviously the plethora of pass rushers? But King Felix, our guy, asked that question there.
I think he's still coming along. Rookie, he's still trying to figure out, because it's a lot different than it is in college to come off, because the guys are just that much better. And so sometimes when you was able to get around guys in college, it's not quite the same thing in the NFL. Okay, because it's the best of the best, the elite of the elite. And so he's still trying to figure those things out. He's still trying to figure out getting the edges, maybe working on his moves, getting a double move, using his hands, using the speed. I see even like his get off. Like, he still needs to get better on his get off a little bit, the timing of it. And so sometimes he's just got to jump out his cleats. Some things at defensive end, you just got to try. Okay. So I played a little bit of defensive end in college. I know what that is. I know what that's like. And so, when you jump out of your cleats and try to make a play, you got to make sure you're doing it and scheming what you're trying to do, but also to work on your craft. My thing is, hey, man, as much as my boy Tama could get there and come help these guys out sometime during the week, please do. I might have to make Tama a call, man, and say, yo, man, help out King Felix. Get him all together, like you did with King George or Crazy George. So I think, man, he still figured these things out. He's going to get much better with Omenihu there. And so I think those things will help him out watching a vet do vet things. And so it's going to be a matter of time with him. It's just going to be a matter of time. Once he figures out, once he gets the speed of everything, he's going to be all right. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, it's going to be like a light came on, and he's there. He's there with it. So, yeah, he's coming along, man. He'll be there.
Yeah, can't wait to see all these guys together. Want some men who I know this week, but really I'm excited to see how this defense looks in 2 weeks when a man who's got his bearings and everything kind of like in rhythm a little bit.
And also too, this like you said, this is kind of Spags in the New York defense. When you was looking up there and we was talking about having all those guys in the pass rusher, this is exactly what Spags had been looking for, and he finally got it. So Christmas has come early for Spags, okay? And so I know with these toys, man, he's going to get these guys moving and making some plays, okay? And so he's going to get these guys going a little different places from everywhere. Bring the pressure, man, Spags. You got what you wanted for Christmas. Under the Christmas tree, you got all your pass rushers. There they are, man. Here it is. Worked out with the Spags. That's my guy.
Spags definitely got his what he wanted, and all the draft capital we've invested in the defense. Yeah, he's got what he wanted. He needs to do his thing.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.